This episode proved me wrong about Ketil. I thought he wasn't going to be too hard on Arnade's punishment, but we all underestimated him. As I said in the last review, this episode would be crazy. Like, I had a feeling this episode would be crazy, and it definitely was, but just not in a good way at all. Before jumping into details about all that though, let's talk about the progress of Canute and his army. It seems like they still have a bit of a ways to go to get to Denmark where the farm is, and Canute is not playing around. He does not plan on holding back in the battle at all. I wonder though if he will play a significant role in the fight, because after all those years and that one episode we saw him training in, by this point he's got to be somewhat skilled with the sword. It also seems like he's fully accepted that he's gone mad, because every time we see him, we see his dad's creepy ass severed head in the fucking corner. Regardless, after the events of this episode, I do kinda hope they get to the farm sooner. While Thorfinn and Einar were tied up, Thorfinn did bring up some pretty valid points with his pacifistic ideology. It would have been very interesting to see an alternate path taken to the whole Gardar situation, and possibly ending up in an alternate ending where he doesn't die. One thing I want to counter to his point of people shouldn't get hurt, or I didn't want to fight this guy. Like, not fighting is impossible sometimes. You just gotta pull up to defend your friends. There's never going to be a time in the world where people will just put their swords and hands down and like resolve things 100% peacefully. As much as that would be ideal, all in all, violence is a part of human nature that's just irremovable. And while the pacifistic stuff is nice and all, sometimes it is pretty dope to see some action happening to add on to the tension of the scene. Ketil has completely lost it. Hello froze over for him the moment Canute set aboard on that ship. But he's become even more mentally deranged over the course of the trip back, desperate to go to Arnade as she is basically his coping device. Hearing about Arnade's attempt at trying to leave the crib, I thought he somehow knew that they were eventually going to have a baby, or like knew she was pregnant before leaving. Well, I'm not sure if she became pregnant during his leave or before that, but at least the former. I understand where Ketil was coming from, like in a mental sense, but he still went too far with beating her. That one time was plenty enough, but dude completely lost his balls and practically at this point just killed the baby in her. And possibly even her if she does succumb to the wounds after a little while. It's either that or she's ending it all herself from all the emotional trauma she's experienced these past few days. But at the end of the day, just fuck Ketil. All the homies hate Ketil now. What's also a shocker for me is Ketil possibly pulling up at the end. The fact that Iron Fist Ketil may have actually been real when he was in his prime leaves you the question though, will he actually pull up and kill a decent amount of Canute's forces, or will it be Canute that wipes the floor with him? I'm kinda betting on the latter though, to be honest. Ketil just needs to go. Also, one more thing I'm very curious about, whether or not Ketil will be able to escape, or will he get caught up in the fighting as well and potentially die? I kinda doubt it, cause unless Canute's forces are vile like that, they're not gonna immediately aim for killing those who are not pulling up. If it did happen though, you already know playtime is over for Thorfinn. Canute might get rolled, I'm just saying. Real quickly, I want to bring up Thorfinn and Leif's reunion. So it seems like it was skipped during this episode, even though it was like highly anticipated, but I think I kind of understood why. What just happened with Ketil and Arnade, adding a reunion scene in the same episode wouldn't really rub off the right way, so that was just my assumption when I watched the episode. And later on, I saw a tweet from Makoto Yukimura on Twitter basically explaining that and just confirming what I just said, that it wouldn't rub off the right way if they just had a happy reunion scene in the same episode that Arnade was suffering. Even though it would have been really nice to see their reunion, I still respect the decision to like not include it. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know your thoughts and possible theories down in the comments below. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more of these reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next one.